How can you tell if a mechanic has a girlfriend? He has two clean fingers. Oh yeah, I can't clap. What up, YouTube? Let's hear. Thanks again for visiting the channel. As always, I appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button just for the algorithm. And if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Today, we're going to be doing a quick review on the Reate Jack 1.5 that I got from my buddy Pete. Real quick, don't forget, follow me on Instagram. It's let's_do_it_up, LETS_DOITUP. And if you want to send a knife or knives into the channel for review, just go ahead and send me an email at letsdiu79@gmail.com. If you just go ahead and send me, I'll send you my shipping address, and you can go ahead and send me the knife or knives. I will spend a week or two with them, and then go ahead and review them and send them back to you. It would really help out the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Last but not least, this review is brought to you by, again, my buddy Pete. If you'd be so kind as to go ahead on Instagram and give him a follow at CRSEINC3. I'd really appreciate that as well. He's done quite a bit to help out the channel so far, so I'd really appreciate if you guys would support him. Let's get the logistics out of the way. Not logistics, but the elephant in the room. I haven't been on in a while. I apologize, guys. I had a bad month. You guys already know that I ended up having to go off of prescription narcotics. And there really wasn't any easy way for me to do that, so I just stayed at home and basically laid in bed in the fetal position, shaking and puking for 4 days, and then it was a little while after that before I was ready to record. And then I broke my hand. The pig tripped me, and he was being a real asshole, so broke my hand, and then I ended up in the hospital for a while. I'm not really going to get into that, but I'm back now, thank God, finally. Everything's good. And I would have made a recording the last couple of days, but I was kind of feeling a little under the weather, and the pig, since it's getting colder here in Pennsylvania, he's been aggressively snuggling me for the last few days, so it's been tough for me to kind of get away from the recliner. It's actually pretty funny. He has a hard time getting up onto the recliner with me. He's about 50 pounds now. And he's about the size of a bulldog, so he has a hard time getting that vertical energy going. So I normally help him up, but lately it's kind of been like, he hops up there and he waits for me to help him up for a second or two, and if I don't do it quick enough, he just, gets the momentum going, kicking his back legs a few times, and then he just throttles himself up onto the recliner with me, which hurts like hell. But anyway, I apologize. I know it's a long story, but I wanted to explain why I haven't been on in a while. So let's do it up, y'all. This guy is absolutely amazing, and I'm an idiot. I didn't open it right. This guy is absolutely amazing. It's definitely a large knife, as you can see, but it's such an awesome knife. I'll get into all that. Anyway, this knife overall is 9.5 inches with a blade length of 3.94 inches, a handle length of 5.24 inches. And I guess I'm not really sure here. Let me look. I didn't write it down. I'm an idiot. Looks like about between 3.5 inches and 3.75 for cutting edge. Let's do some quick size comparisons. It's been a while, guys. Sorry, I'm slipping. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. Compared to the Rat Model 1, the Reate Jack is just a little bit longer than the Rat Model 1, and the Rat Model 2 is obviously going to be quite a bit smaller than the Reate Jack. The DEMKO knives, DEMKO 8020S is going to be just a little bit smaller than the Reate Jack, and the 8020.5 is obviously going to be quite a bit smaller than the Reate Jack. Last but certainly not least, we've got the SPYDERCOs. SPYDERCO PM2 Bazinga is obviously going to be a little bit shorter than the Reate Jack, and the Para 3 is going to be quite a bit shorter than the Reate Jack. Carry profile, these guys closed. Pretty sure the Reate Jack is still going to be a little bit longer than both of these knives. Yep, that appears to be the case. And let's see how this goes. You're going to see my cast now. Sorry. It's pretty gross. Thickness compared to the Para 3. The Reate Jack is obviously going to be quite a bit thicker than the Para 3. And height compared to the Para 3 as well. At the highest point of the knife, it's just a little bit shorter than a little bit less tall than the Para 3. So it won't be too bad in the pocket. It is quite long. That's what she said. But it shouldn't be too bad to carry in the pocket. It's not exactly a super duper overbuilt knife. It's just long and a little bit thicker than most. But as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot I want to talk about with this knife. So let's get a weight on it first. I can't do the blade stock thickness because I haven't gotten a new set of calipers yet, but the thickness on this guy, according to the website that I looked on, which was Reate Knives, is 150 thousandths for blade stock on this guy. Okay, we're still on pounds and ounces, so that's good. The weight on this guy is 6.1 ounces. Let me double check that because that's nowhere near what the website said it was. 6.1 ounces. Okay, good. The website said it was 7.5, so I'm guessing that was probably a mistake on their end. So what we're looking at here, we've got M390 blade steel, obviously, with a flat ground blade. You've got a flat that carries out to about 70% the length of the blade here, and you've got a swedge that starts about halfway down the blade and extends all the way out to the tip. It's got Reate written on the show side here, and 5 of 17. You've got the serial number there. I don't know if I can get you to see that or not. Yeah, that'll be in focus. Yeah, 5 of 17. And then you've also got M390 on the other side there. M398. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I wrote down M390 because I wasn't paying attention. I always get nervous about doing my reviews, so it's been so long since I've done one. I've had a hard time kind of working up to doing it. I don't know why I get nervous. I just do, but I'm getting there. Anyway, this guy obviously is running on bearings. Quite good action. Flies out with the thumb stud, which is the only method of deployment for this. And it's not exactly drop shut, but it doesn't take a lot of encouragement to get it to go all the way down. Very, very nice action on this guy for sure. You are looking at a Mokutai pivot collar here, a Mokutai pivot collar on the other side, and you've also got a very nice Mokutai pocket clip here. The frame for this guy, as you can see, is an integral. And you've got these hash marks down here, which is actually, I said in the unboxing, is one of my favorite parts of this knife. I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous. And it also provides quite a bit of tractitude there. That's some people would say that's a mixture of traction and gripitude, but I think it's a mixture of traction and attitude because it gives the knife just a little bit of character, and I think that looks fantastic. You've also got some, what do they call this? Tight red dark matter carbon fiber onlays or inlays, whatever you want to call that, on both sides of this knife, which make it look absolutely beautiful. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Yeah. So there you go. You also have a small lanyard hole here at the back of the knife, which who cares? And like I said, this is a titanium frame lock knife, which works very, very well. It's also got quite a generous amount of milling on that show side part of the frame there. There is no milling on the lock side, but you do have a steel lock bar insert there. So the centering on this guy is absolutely perfect, as you can see, and there is no blade play left, right, up, or down. It's a Reate, so you guys know how that goes. Very, very good action, very smooth, very consistent, all the way back down into the handle. So how does this knife make me feel? This knife, listen, I mean, word to your mother, because this thing is absolutely straight up gangster. This is an awesome knife. I wish I could have one. but they are no longer available, unfortunately. It does start at about $595 for this particular variant. So if you do find one on the secondary, that's a reasonable price. If somebody's asking around $600 or $650 for this, I would definitely go ahead and pull the trigger on that. But as I said, this is currently out of stock at all retailers available. You also have, I forgot to say the hardware. It's a T8 for the body screws, T8 for the pivot, and T8s for the pocket clip all the way around. So that's nice. You don't have to worry about two different bit drivers or anything like that. This knife is very, very comfortable in the hand. Ergonomically, I wouldn't call it a dream, but it is very, very comfortable. You've got this generous forward finger choil up here so you can choke up on it. And you can also use this area here of the blade as a thumb rest. And that's very, very comfortable as well. I don't know if I had a hard time figuring out what to call this. I'm going to go ahead and call this a drop point blade. It almost kind of looks like a harpoon blade, but it's, you know, there's no real harpoon point here. It's just kind of like an area of the blade that swoops up and then swoops back down for that thumb rest there. You do have another pin here for the stop pin, and that, you know, works just fine. There's no lock stick on this guy at all, and the disengagement is very easy, and as I said, very smooth, falls right down into the handle. Action is fantastic. I love this knife so much. I can't describe to you how much I love it. I obviously can't try it out or carry it or anything like that. I would never do that with this knife because it's obviously a very expensive knife and it's very hard to come across. So I don't want to piss Pete off, so I'm not going to do any of that. The carbon fiber inlays, the fit and finish on this knife is absolutely fantastic. Let me see if I can show you a close-up view of this guy with my ugly cast there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just want to be able to show you all the way up and down just how gorgeous this thing is. I know the Mokutai is a little bit marked up with my fingerprints. I apologize about that, but I'm not going to keep cleaning it on camera over and over and over again. And let me show you this beautiful, looks like a hand satin grind. The whole blade here is just absolutely gorgeous. I would love to own this knife. Maybe one day I'll be able to get one, but for right now, I'm just showing off Pete's. Well, I think that's about it for this one today, guys. I don't think there's anything else to say on this one, but I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are glad to see me back. And I will be pushing out some videos here today and tomorrow. I've got a couple more knives to review so that I can get them back to their original owners. They were gracious enough to let me hold on to these for a while so that I could actually do the reviews and then send them back to them. So I'm hoping to get them back to them today. So I'm going to try to get 3 videos done today, probably only going to post 2, and then I'll post the other one tomorrow. But again, glad to see you guys again. Hope you're all doing well, and thanks for watching. Stay up, y'all. Praise the pig. Take it easy. Bye.